Boston Marathon is today, like we said, and several runners from Northwest Ohio are taking part of it. It takes a lot of preparation and focus for runners to get to one of the most prestigious races in the world.
The course is mapped out. The start and finish lines have been painted. Boston and their runners are ready to show their strength. Men and women are flying from all parts of the world to run, including Northwest Ohio runner Matt Folk.
In one sense, it'll be a mixed reaction. In one sense, you're going to be very nervous to get going. In the other sense, it will be an excitement because it will be such a large event.
Folk lives and breathes running.
How many marathons have you done?
15.
As an owner of a running retail shop, Folk knows the ins and outs of the competition.
It's going to be special. I mean, it's something that if you talk to most runners in the area, they would love to be a part of. Most runners throughout the U.S. would love to be a part of it.
But this year, things are going to be a little different.
There's only a certain number of spots of people that can qualify, and then there was, I want to say, around 5,000 or 6,000 people who didn't get to finish last year, and they gave them the first priority of spots this year.
Folk says an email was sent out to all the participants explaining that they are doing away with gear check bags.
And in the past, you'd be able to take a gear check bag so you could have clothing on when you're sitting around waiting before the start, and they would bus it back to the finish for you.
Now runners will need a ride to the start of the race in their running attire.
It could be a big variable with the weather if it's a cold day. I mean, that could be hard if you're sitting around shivering for 45 minutes to an hour before the race waiting to go.
But ultimately, Folk says he completely understands the new rules and says the whole marathon experience this year is not about time as it is about remembering and honoring those impacted from last year's attacks.
The struggles we'll deal with for a couple hours is minor compared to, what they have to deal every day.
Yeah, and Matt didn't want to jinx himself, but he did mention his goal is to get under a 2-hour and 30-minute marathon, and I just put that into pace calculator here. That's averaging a 5:44 a mile. And we wish him the best of luck in his 16th marathon. Coming up.